Hello YouTube, hello MGTOW, hello Red Pill. This is Red Pill in the Wind. Black men, and I'm gonna say something about the black community that they're not gonna like. And especially toward black men and women. Black women delete more children than every other culture in the Western countries. They delete more children than white people, Asian, Middle Eastern, than everybody. Black women always seem to want to have the audacity to disrespect a decent man, call him an educated lame, make fun of him, to the point to where when he finally does get his life together, he is so put off on black women that he wants nothing to do with them. And black men are the biggest simps, if not are among the biggest simps in the world. Black men of Western countries are either are or of among the biggest simps in the world. Name me another culture to where the man can sit here and be disrespected, insulted, emasculated, assaulted in his own home and kicked out of his own home. I'll wait. Name me another culture to where a female, a woman, or a woman can sit up here, have all this fun, collect DNA inside of her mouth, her cooter cat, and her tail end, and have some individual who's finally got his life put together take care of them, while the real fathers are out there having their fun. Name one culture. Name a culture. Name another culture. Do not. I'm outside. Name another culture that would let that get away, let that slide. Name another culture that can be disrespected by not only the mother, but the stepchild at the same time. Name another culture. Black men are the biggest simps in the world. Black Western men are the biggest simps in the world. And I'm gonna give you another example. And just about every woman of every race knows it. You know, every woman of every race knows it. You want to know why? Because let's give a scenario. Say, for instance, you took somebody's advice, a dollar and determination, anything's possible, and tried to basically break up the incel type thing, right? The incel type thing. I'll tell you this much: you ain't gonna remain an incel for long, because it's gonna turn into voluntarily celibate for these very reasons. If they went the escort route, which I don't support, but I understand you gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do. If they went the escort route, here's what's to expect. You go out, get a text, get a confirmation, book it, yada yada yada. You gotta pay a little bit of money, okay, for the booking fee via electronic transfer, via the various apps of electronic transfer. You go out there, pull the money, pull the cash out. You get to the location, and you get to the location, and all of a sudden, you get the text saying that, could you pull some more money out, or pull some more money, or put some more money through the electronic transfer? And you've already gone out there and gone out of your way. You know? They know it. They know this. They see this. They understand this. And they know it. It is what it is. Black men are the biggest simps in the world. The biggest simps. And then you jump through all these hoops to get mediocre service. To get rushed. And this is all from this is all me just picturing this. This is all from me just picturing it, you know? This is me just picturing it. I don't know what happens. I don't really know what happens, but this is me just picturing it. We are of the most disrespected culture. Black men are of the most disrespected culture. Men of the black culture are disrespected by our own people, by not only women, but men. But men. Men don't even respect black men. Black men don't respect black men. At any age. And you wonder why you got people talking like me. Look at Dr. Umar Johnson. Look at Steve Harvey. He probably don't even respect himself. You know? He don't have any, I don't think he has respect left for himself. Barely, if it is, it's barely any. $1 million on Kings of Comedy tour, and he's flat frickin' broke. You know? And this is another the Communita is done for video. You got chicks on YouTube still calling black men who left the country dusties, broke, lames, incels, all these other words. And they're wondering why they left in the first place. There's a saying that I learned while I was in driving school: go where you're wanted, go where you're needed. Go where you're wanted, go where you're needed. Don't treat yourself like a train wreck. Treat yourself with some form of dignity. And black men weren't taught that because their fathers were kicked out of the house. You know? Their fathers were kicked out of the house. Kicked out, removed from the house, removed from the premises, the domain that they built. And that is why I won't date a Western woman, especially a black woman. You're strong and independent and don't need me, so why are you mad when I talk like this? And to the people that say, "Oh, stop degrading black women," and they do that themselves. I'm just pointing it out. Stop degrading Western women. They do that themselves. They write it themselves. They literally present it themselves. It's an amazing thing that I don't have to say it. I'm just warning other young men not to fall into the trap. I mean, oh, you're just mad. You're just bitter. You're right. I'm mad. I'm bitter. But I assure you, I am enjoying my life. I am enjoying my life. I mean, I'm around people that care about me. I'm around people that actually would worry about me. That actually would call to make sure that I'm okay and I don't need and make sure if I need anything on the road. And if that makes me angry, mad, and bitter, well, I'll take this over disrespect, over blatant disrespect. It's just what it is. You may not like it, but I'm telling you what it is. And I'm telling you what I'm not going to do. It is what it is. You may not like it. You may not appreciate it. You may not respect it. But I guarantee you that I ain't gonna freaking go out of my way. And on top of that, tell me what other culture sets men up to get robbed, to get murdered, to get put in jail. Black women are a walking sting operation. Black women are a walking trouble magnet. It is what it is. I don't associate with black women other than the family members that I am around, and anybody inside of the place that I reside in. I know if they're not inside the place that I reside in, I'm not going to associate with them. Oh yes, I associate with Tico, but he's from Costa Rica, and he may have came from a third world country, but he got standards. Let that sit. Let that sink in. Let that swirl around in your head like a fine glass of wine. I'm just merely elevating my standards. to try to hopefully meet his. Like I said, I know I ain't much to look at, but I'm not gonna settle for misery. This is Red Pill in the Wind. You can take this however you want it. Oh, and one more thing. To the sprinkle lady, I'm gonna be proving a lot of your points wrong. I'm gonna be making you look pretty daggone stupid. This is Red Pill in the Wind signing off.